Hi, it's Ryan. I wanted to tell you about a discussion I recently had with the parents of a 7-year-old. When I met this family, their son was not medicated at the time. And one of the things that the family brought up to me was they were concerned about his self-esteem. And I said, well, of course, his self-esteem is going to be affected by his difficulty with self-regulation in school because his behavior stands out and it's very noticeable to other kids. And second grade is kind of the entry point into when kids notice other kids who have difficulty with self-regulation. The family had explained to me that this boy was in art therapy to work on self-esteem. And I explained to them, I said, look, number one, developmentally, self-esteem is a pretty foreign concept to a 7-year-old. And if you want your son to improve his self-esteem, sitting in a therapist's office, drawing pictures or talking about feelings is not what's going to help him improve his self-esteem. If you want to help him improve his self-esteem, then give him the tools to be successful, such as medication, and also helping him to recognize his strengths and abilities. Because at the end of the day, the way kids build self-confidence is not from people telling them that they're good at something. It's from them recognizing their abilities within themselves. That's for anybody, not just for kids with ADHD. So I said to them, if you really want to help his self-confidence, this is what I would do. Start him on medication, as you've been thinking about and as you've now read about, and also put him in situations where he can be successful and feel good about himself. That is what's going to increase his self-esteem, not sitting in a therapist's office, doing art projects or whatever they might be doing. And I have no problem with art therapy, but something I often hear from parents of elementary schoolers is that they were recommended to art therapy or play therapy. And aside from the fact that neither of those are recommended treatments for kids with ADHD, working on abstract concepts that developmentally, a kid that age can't get really serves no purpose at all. So I believe let's take actionable steps to actually do things to help kids improve their self-esteem, not give them empty reassurance or not send them to therapy and hope that that's somehow magically going to improve their self-esteem. So you need to take action here. So I really commend this family because they made a decision about something based on data. They did their research. They were able to listen to me when I shared information about medication. And I'm happy to say that he is doing much better now. On a regular basis, I hear so many stories of families losing so much time on ineffective treatments and not following the American Academy of Pediatrics treatment recommendations and just making decisions regarding ADHD treatment based on emotions or misinformation or taking opinions from people who know nothing about ADHD really. So the takeaway from this is if you want to help your son or daughter improve their self-esteem, giving them reassurance all the time is not going to do it. Sending them to therapy is not going to do it. What's going to help them improve their self-esteem is helping them to recognize their abilities. Sometimes we have to tap into episodic memory to help with that. Sometimes we have to use declarative language, which sometimes means pushing them out of their comfort zone and also giving them the independence to try things and stumble and get back up again. Because when they realize they have the resiliency to persevere through things that are difficult and accomplish things, that's really what's going to build self-esteem. If you are not yet a subscriber to the ADHD Dude YouTube channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe and check out the various playlists for parents as well as kids. Thanks, and I'll talk to you soon.